I'm Christina.
And I'm Piper.
Welcome to the I Want to Be Like You podcast. So this podcast is essentially going to be me and my 13-year-old daughter discussing everything from funny stories to really intense situations that we've been in together. I had her when I was 19 years old, and it was just me and her for a very long time until she was about 5 when my husband came into the picture. And then he and I got married when she was 7. And now we have 2 little boys, and they are absolutely obsessed with her, just like I am. But we're going to talk about what life was like for me as a single mother and what life has been like for her on her end, because it's always a little different. And I don't think people ask kids how they feel about stuff like that enough. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not a real person. You know?
Yeah.
And you're way too young for anxiety.
Oh, of course. Or
That's
stress.
Right. None of that is a thing. Life is really easy for you. Yeah. So that's essentially what this will be. And if anyone has any topics they want us to cover or any questions, nothing is off the table. Nothing is off limits. Piper and I do not have filters with each other, and I am not one of those parents that believes in sheltering her. I just never have, and that's why, hopefully, would you come to me with any problems you have?
Yeah.
That was like super convincing.
Yeah.
Okay. For the first episode, though, Piper and I want to just share some funny stories with you guys so that you can get a feel for the kind of people we are, because something is definitely wrong with us. Do you want to tell your story? You're literally 99% me, so good luck with that. Do you want to tell do you want to go first?
Sure. So, one time when I was like 7 or 8, it was after my mom and my stepdad were already married, or about to be married, or so, and we were at the grocery store next to, close to the old house where we lived, and I saw this sign of Mr. Peanut playing soccer in the grocery store, and in my mind I was like, wow, Mr. Peanut is so cool. I want to be him one day. And so, shut up. In my mind, I was like, wow, I bet I can do that. And in my 8-year-old mind, I was like, he's doing
Okay, you're getting older and older as you're telling this story. Were you 6, 7, or 8?
I said 7 or 8.
You said 6 or 7.
I heard 7 or 8.
I heard.
Anyways, in my mind, I was like, wow, he's doing a high kick. I bet I could do that. Because I was like 4, 6 then or so.
Yeah, you're still pretty short.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, I can do this. And I lift my leg up into a kick with my mom right in front of me, and I kick her straight in the butt.
You didn't just lift your leg. You you kicked me really hard.
Well, you're fine now, aren't you?
I'm fine, but you left a bruise.
You're fine.
I'm fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to tell your story?
That is not the end of your story.
You sure?
I'm positive.
What else happened?
You kicked me in the butt, almost knocking me over, because you did it when I was bending down to get something off of a bottom shelf. And when you did it, I stood up and said, "What are you doing?" And you said, "I'm sorry." And I said, "You just kicked me right in the butt." And you went, "I was just trying to be Mr. Peanut." And I don't even think I asked for any further explanation because...
Okay, but it was like a big Mr. Peanut sign in the grocery store.
I did not see.
I just wanted to be him.
I did not see said peanut sign, Mr. Peanut sign. I didn't see a peanut sign either. My favorite story to tell about you when you were little is always going to be the Hulk story.
Which one?
The only one that matters.
I thought there were 2.
No.
Oh.
You, for sure, from the age 2 to 3 at least. Maybe 1.5 to 2.5.
I thought I was 4.
No, you were little. That's why this is so outrageous. You were still little enough to where your pack and play was sitting in the living room, and that's what you Like, whenever you got to the point where you were too big for your pack and play, you used it to store your toys in. Because when you were little, it, like, I mean, frankly, Mommy didn't have any money. So, like, I couldn't get you a toy box. It's just what you used. And we'd just, like, move it around the living room. But we came downstairs, and I was like, okay, what do you want to watch for breakfast? And as usual, you were like, Avengers. So I put it on, and everything is fine. All is well in the house, and all of a sudden you come running in the living room from the kitchen and pick up the pack and play from the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like some sort of tiny, strong freak. Picked it up and flipped it all the way over. All your toys went flying everywhere. Full disclosure, guys, I have a potty mouth. Get over it now. My children know not to cuss, except Piper. She's 13. She can say some things. And sometimes people are assholes. So if someone's an asshole, they're an asshole. It's fine. And she flipped over the entire pack and play. And I stood up and I said, what the hell? And she looked right at me and goes, Ida Hulk. Urgh. And I said, you better pick up this mess right now. And she goes, don't make me angry. And you were looking at me, you were ready to go. You were ready to rumble. And I looked right at you and I said, excuse me? And you went, Hulk smash. And I said, Mommy's going to smash your ass. You better pick this up right now. And you looked right at me and then turned around and then, like, looked over your shoulder. And with this, like, creepy ass side eye, you went, I'll pick it up.
I thought you were going to tell the story about when I, like, flipped over the trash can and, like...
Oh, no. You weren't the Hulk when you did that.
Was I just being me?
Yeah. No, you were just you used to be a really honest criminal. Now, you, like, lie about whether or not you mix white milk with chocolate milk in your glass.
Defense, my daddy got mad at me when I did that in Nashville.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It was dumb to me too, but he was like, why would you do that? That's so stupid. And I was like,
was it
it's
too
too
chocolatey?
Sweet.
Okay, all right.
But I sounded like an old lady at the same time.
It's too sweet. Sometimes it hurts my gums. No, okay. No, I was, again, you were around the same age though. Maybe something. Anyway, you were around the same age, and I was sitting in the living room, and I heard this loud, and we had the, like, plastic trash can. It wasn't that metal one.
Yeah, this is
when we lived with Pop. Yeah. And I heard this like weird plastic crash and like a bunch of tumbling, and I came in and you were just standing there, just standing in the middle of your giant trash mess that you had made. And I said, Piper, what happened? Oh no, you were younger. You were like just under 2.
Oh, wow.
Because you weren't talking very well yet. I mean, you were, but you still had, like you still sounded kind of like a baby.
Yeah.
And you were like, Mama, I did that. We were the only ones in the house, by the way.
Oh, so you have no witnesses.
There were no other options for who it was. You had no witnesses,
you know that house.
No leads. You're lucky I confessed.
You know this house is haunted.
No,
though.
I can't even talk about it. I can't talk about it. We're going to talk about that in a different one. But you said, Mama, I did that. And I said, you did? And you went, mm-hmm. And I said, why? And you said, I just get mad. And I was like, okay, what are we going to do about it? And you were like, I'll clean it up. And I was like, okay, great. Thanks. And you were like, okay. And I was like, all right. At least you cleaned it up. Now, however, you're like, I don't know how that got there. That's so weird.
It is weird.
And I'm like, you're the only person that cleans up right here. No one else would have stacked this trash neatly.
It's because Pop did it. He
Trash?
used to do it. Yeah, like
I have never, ever seen my
junky
dad.
mail.
Okay.
In there.
No, I know. Pop hoards his mail.
And I just learned from it.
But that's not trash. I came in one afternoon and you literally had, and by the way, it was like really organized too.
Yeah.
Why? Just throw it
He's
away.
so good at organizing things.
That's fine. But organizing trash is not the same as cleaning. And when I asked you about it, Piper, it took you 3 days to admit that you were the one that did it. When no one else would have done that.
Like I said, this house is haunted.
No.
Okay, fine.
I feel like that line in Schitt's Creek when she's like, you can't blame everything on having been pigeon-toed, David. You can't blame everything on the ghost in the house,
I'm
Piper.
pigeon-toed.
Why do you think that?
Because look at how I stand. Like sometimes I'll stand like this.
You're standing like that on purpose.
No, but like sometimes I'll stand like this or like this to be a ballerina. Other times, like I'll just be walking and like go like.
Okay, pretty sure you're just a person.
What is pigeon-toed? You got like.
It's not
holes in your
pigeon-toed if
feet?
you do it like on purpose sometimes.
No, but like I'll just do it.
Okay.
Yeah. How's your day been?
Fine. Thanks for asking.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you like to know about my day?
Of course.
Okay. So, nothing happened.
Oh my god.
Today at school, you know there's that one kid that like hates every single like musical artist that I listen to?
Yeah, maybe they just hate you.
Maybe, because we were talking about, I think it was like Queen or something. Like, everyone loves
Queen
Queen.
Elizabeth? Oh.
No, the band. And like, everyone loves Queen or like should at some point in their life. And they were like, I hate Queen. I think Queen should die, just like the Queen. And I was like, oh, okay.
They were talking about Lizzie like that?
Seriously. But like, then I was like, what about David Bowie? And they were like, hate David Bowie. Hate them. And I was like, oh, that's nice. And then I was like, what about the 1975? And they were like, we've talked about this before. And I was like,
They think mayonnaise is spicy.
that's some type of insult. It's like a kind of insult where like, you're like, I hope when you go to sleep at night, both sides of your pillow are warm. Like, that's that kind of insult. But no, they were like, they're crappy. I looked at pictures of Conan Gray all day.
Shocking. Okay. Anyway, this is just a little preview of the ridiculousness that probably no one is interested in, but it's not going to stop us from posting it. Girl, I did not know if you were going to cough or sneeze. Either way, why was there like a gong noise when you did
That was Binks.
Anyway, we'll be posting every Friday. So if you're interested at all in these shenanigans and other stories or future stories, which I'm sure there will be plenty of, feel free to tune in.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more shenanigans. And be sure to visit our website at iwannabelikeYou.com.
Bye!